president to organize all the Mas-speaking counties. All the same, we are leaders from this area, the cosmopolitan part of Kajiado County, and the people who met here are the MCAs, the former MCAs, councillors present, business people, aspirants, church leaders, sector leaders, PWDs, association leaders, and professionals. And we have come up with some resolutions that I'm going to say. They have said in their meeting that we have deliberated is that all the public and official meetings in Kajiado County should be conducted in an official language, not in a language. 2, the people from Kajiado North should be considered for employment both at the national level and at the county level. 3, they have said if the governor is a Ma, then the deputy should be from these other tribes and vice versa. They have also said that there should be equitable distribution of resources. In other words, one man, one vote, one sharing in the county. They have also said currently there are current land injustice where you buy land and you are refused to occupy. That should stop immediately in the county, and you should be around to get a title deed of your land if you have purchased. They have also talked of inclusivity. They have said if you are born in Kajiado County, you should be considered as indigenous of this county and you should never be discriminated. Lastly, they have said people should be allowed to do business freely without being overtaxed in this county. Those are the resolutions. It is not my resolution. You have seen this is the representative. We have readers from various wards. So this is inclusivity. Here in Kajiado North, because it's cosmopolitan, we are all here. And as you can see, all the parties are represented here. ODM, Jubilee, and all the other parties are represented here. So we are talking in one voice. And we have said this is the aspiration of the people of Kajiado North, and we should be considered. On the other side, I want to tell my colleague, Senator Ledama, not to repeat such kind of useless talk. This county and Mas-speaking county belong to us all. My mother was born in this county. I was born in this county. He does not have more right than I have to be in Kajiado County. That should become clear. And what he's doing is to try to divide the people of Kajiado North and Kajiado County, and he will not succeed. This is not Narok, this is Kajiado, and he should better look this up.
After an advanced consultation with several people, including the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, including even the President himself, they asked us to attend this particular meeting, and they assured us that we are going to be comfortable, that they are going to give us support, that we are going to be heard, that our proposals are also going to be taken. Unfortunately, we arrived in that meeting. First, we were not even recognized as members of this county. Secondly, we were even asked not to sit. And even after we sat, we found ourselves places to sit. People tuned the language from the national language, which is English and Kiswahili, and started speaking Kimasai language. We made desperate moves, asking the governors who were actually moderating the meetings to help us tell these people to make a presentation in a language that we can all understand. But that was in futility. One of the issues people were complaining about is that most of us who are from other communities who are not Maasais should not contest for any position, from MCA, from MP. That even areas like Murwadigir, the contestant should be a Maasai, imported from elsewhere. That is colonial thinking. One of the issues also they raised is that no one should hold any piece of land less than 5 acres. Some of us live in 1 point, and we are happy. How can you force everybody to live above 5 acres? Eventually, what has actually made us to walk out of the meeting is what happened. While one of the speakers, not even one, many speakers who was speaking in that meeting, started abusing us, started calling us all sorts of names. He started abusing members of parliament from Murwadigir and from Kajiado North, started abusing members of county assemblies from all the areas in this county and even Kajiado, and calling us names. And eventually, one of the speakers started skirmishes and told us to leave that meeting with immediate effect. Feeling that our lives were in danger, and given that we were actually a minority in that particular meeting, we had to move out. We had to ask our people, and even them themselves are the ones who asked us to move out of that meeting. What do we want to tell this nation? What do we want to tell this nation? Number one is that we are minority, but we are Kenyans. We are minority in Narok, but we are Kenyans. We are minority in Kajiado, but we are Kenyans. And we have a right as per the Constitution to be wherever we are. Was it a Building Bridges initiative meeting? Was it, are we the enemies? Because the major question that came out of that meeting was like, we are the enemies of the people who are living in this country. And we wonder why. We are people elected by the people. We come from constituencies. We come from wards. We come from this county. With me here is the deputy governor of Narok, who one of the speakers even purported that supposed to die, and God forbid, dies today. Do you think that lady over there is fit to rule this county? You know, such sentiments have really made us, it really wasn't even the relationship we had with these people. So we wish to state clearly that what happened in that particular meeting is unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. It is uncouth. It is unacceptable. It is something that we feel it should never happen. It should not even have happened in the first place. And it should never happen anywhere else in this country. You know, this is a country of many tribes. This is a country of many communities. Maasais are claiming they are marginalized, and they would wish their issues to be heard, even amongst the big clans in this country, even amongst big tribes in this country. How will those other big tribes feel when in their own counties, where they are supposed also to accommodate even smaller clans? How will those other people feel when they present their issues before them, and yet themselves, they cannot even afford to accommodate other communities who are living in those counties? You know, the law of natural justice says if you want equity, you must give equity. Now we are going back to our homes, and people must know that we come from Narok. We are going back to our homes in Narok. We are not going to move out of this county. And whether our views are taken here in Narok, or even tomorrow, or even elsewhere, we are going to live in this county, and no one is going to threaten our existence in this county. No one. So we want to tell the nation, we want to tell the president that it is very unfortunate that he started a movement called BBI, which was meant to bring people together, but eventually it is actually breaking this country into pieces. It is actually going to threaten the peace and cohesion in this country. And we want to tell the president this idea which he created with the Right Honorable Raila Odinga is the worst idea ever, unless themselves they take charge. Unless wao wenyewe wa take charge. That if this is the direction the country is taking, suppose this BBI rally is taken to Eldoret, suppose it is taken to Nakuru, suppose it is taken to Trans Nzoia, areas where we also have marginalized and minority groups, what will happen? Suppose they are told this meeting belongs to the Kalenjin, if it is Wazingishu, what will happen to the Gikuyus? What will happen to Luos? What will happen to Luyas who are almost 30% in Wazingishu?